chaos. I'm saying, it's crazy. It's not really what people think. Like, people hear the record, they hear the final product, but to know what, as a record producer, what we actually go through, it's a lot to get it to that final stage to where people are hearing it. My name is Andre Betts, and I'm a songwriter, record producer.
Right here, what we're gonna do is go back.
I started when I was really young though. Just had a love for music itself growing up, and there was a lot of people that when I would find myself listening to music, it would be like Curtis Mayfield and Shaka and the Ozzy Brothers and Earth, Wind & Fire, because that's what was being played in my house. And then I was listening to all this instrumentation and, you know, hearing it and trying to like figure out what's this playing, what's that playing. There's much more to being a producer than making beats. If you're making beats, then you're not a producer. You have to be able to finish the product.
Now we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it like 3 more times, okay?
Okay.
You have to be able to get a singer in that booth and get everything out of him.
Buddy comes from Jamaica. Let me hear you say it.
Buddy comes from Jamaica.
You know. Buddy comes from Jamaica.
Buddy comes from Jamaica.
Just do it regular.
The job of a producer is to bring in that product and you're basically responsible for everything that happens on there. It doesn't mean you have to play everything that's on there, but what you are responsible for is everything that goes on that record. If you're producing it, then it's your responsibility to make sure that you get the best performance out of everyone.
Let's lay that down. Let's lay down a rough of it.
It's for so long, without recognition of the world, we're ready to explode now.
Let's tighten up the beginning of it.
Here's a perfect example. You ever seen a concert and you hear somebody live and you be like, oh God, they sounded horrible.
I'm gonna go off and start.
And this is what we do, is the artist sings and we are listening, and this is all we're doing, and we're going, oh man, that third line was great.
That's right, that last one you did. Do it again, you ready?
We don't lose that third line. You keep that third line. You go back and you listen, and you're like, oh man, everything was garbage, but that third line was incredible. So what we do is we try to go for all these incredible lines, and then we make a composite, and we put all those incredible lines on one.
All right, come in. Now, I'm just going to grab him a stack.
And that's why we try to get the artist to keep that same attitude. We would prefer not to have to come back another day to do leads. We prefer to do leads all in one day because the voice, the timbre, the voice, everything can kind of change sometimes.
Do the lead fresh with the accents. The accents are going to be in. And just do the lead now.
Working with Madonna, we didn't comp. She just wants to get the lines right. And what we do is called punch. So let's just say she was singing and it was okay. So we went back and did it again. Now we got part of it. So what we'll do now is, instead of going to another track, we would sing on the same one. And when it gets to the point where we don't like it,
I fly from Jamaica to California, so yeah, punch me.
Jump into record. And when we know that this is what we were trying to fix, we jump out of record. And that's called punching in and out. So, you know, that's two different approaches to getting the vocal out of an artist.
Next message.
Just listen to what the music is and where you want it to go. You know, you meet all different types of artists, you know, so you have to kind of make that adjustment for the artist. You're going to not, so many artists that don't like you. You'd be like, man, I can't stand. But then when the record's done and they sit back and they go, wow, that sounds good.
'Cause music Next message.
Keep the music alive, the good and the strong survive. I close my eyes and imagine I was Jackson 5, Randy or Michael going through life cycle.